This vehicle is a 56 Ford. We're doing everything but the seats. He's got new Mustang seats in it, but we're going to be doing leather headliner, visors, custom carpet, kick panels, door panels, things like that. So maybe here in about a week, this will be done. Let's get it. Got the one seat pulled out. Let's get the second one out. It looks like there might be a nut on the bottom because it's not wanting to come out. All right, so for the carpet kit, the carpet's gonna be black with a red binding. I think what I wanna do is this silver section, it'll be one separate piece. So that'll be that. And then the hump will be a single piece, and then both feet area will be their own pieces as well. On this one, we got the battery box here, so I have to make a separate panel for that, and then the rest of it continues onto it. Next would be getting everything laid down, measured out, cut, start binding it, and then move on to the next section. The back will be the same thing. It has this lip right here, but I think what I'm gonna do is just either attach it to this and it'll go up and over that lip, or it's gonna float over it. Haven't decided yet. I might even do it in two pieces, so we'll see. But let's do the bottom. Let's get this lined up right with the edge of this. Get a weight put on there. This side's a little tricky because this little access door for the battery goes right up against that. If it was like an inch away, it'd be so much better to work with, but it's not. So we'll get that sitting right there as well. Get a weight there in the middle. All right, so now we'll take our clamps. So we got to take into consideration the ridges. We'll be gluing them down. Part, it's about where this is going to sit. Doesn't need to be perfect because just this side, this edge, and that front edge are what's important because they're going to be what has the binding on them. So that's in place. That's where it needs to stay. So now we'll get our silk chalk pen thing, whatever it's called. We'll go ahead and cut that. We'll cut the one side that way, just in case we cut too much or something, then we can slide it back this way. So I'm going to cut on the outside of our mark. All right, perfect. All right, so this is what we got here. So we just cut that edge to go up to that upright. And it's gonna go down. So this edge will all be bound. This edge will all be bound. So now let's do that side. We're just gonna cut it a little bits at a time. Because then we can always trim more. Okay, let's get that upright. All the way up to where it crests up and over. Edge of that can be tucked down in. So now, next thing that we'll do is we'll cut these edges along here, and then that way we can get everything bound, set in. Before I pull this, I'll do one last fit for it, make sure everything gets contoured, and then it'll be the final product. So let's go do it. So we've got it bound. It's sitting in place as far as how far forward it's going to be. We'll start attaching it along the edges so it doesn't flip up. So let's do that. All right, so next what we're going to be doing, now that we've got this whole section done, we're going to do the transmission tunnel. I'm not going to bore you guys with the process of it, just because it's kind of all the same process. So next you see this, it'll be done. All right, there it is done after adding padding as well. We've got padding on the whole part except for that section because we're not going to be doing it there. So let's get on to the main parts. All right, so the GoPro SD card was full, so now I'm back on the iPhone. Just got the driver's side floor area where your feet go. Got it all done, bound, and then I added a heel pad. So right now we're going to get it all fitted, put in permanent. Then we'll go on to the passenger side, and then we'll go on to the floor mats. So the best way to get this thing lined up is base it off of the bright switch, high beam switch. So we've got it where it needs to sit there and along this edge. So we'll put a weight there. Another weight there. All right, so now I'm going to mark with chalk where the edge of it goes. That way, when we're gluing it, we don't go past that. All right, so get this pulled back up to the weights. Now I'm going to grab a masking board. That way we don't get any glue where we don't want it. Carpet. All right, so now we've got the passenger side that we're gonna work with. I already did it, but I didn't like it, so I started over. This way is gonna be a lot cleaner. So here it is. I just had to add snaps to it because that's the access door to the battery. All right, so that's a wrap on today's video. Next video you're gonna be seeing is us wrapping it up. We're gonna be doing the headliner, door panels, kick panels, and the floor mats. Stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and set them notifications. Thanks.